push. Okay, it's going. Test.
It's not unusual. It's not unusual to feel love from anyone. Not unusual to feel love from anyone.
I hope. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, to all our friends in LA, San Francisco.
There you go.
Means.
He's mad at it. He's sitting there.
If you can't, then just shut it off, because
There you
obviously
go.
you hit the wrong button.
No, he's just got to turn it down. There you
Turn
go.
it down. Welcome to all our friends in LA, San Francisco, New York. You know, it's just been that kind
Not yet. Because you're doing everything.
of, not doing everything, trying to do something. It's a big difference.
I don't know. One day we're going to get it. We're going to get it before Noah's event next week, though.
Echoes.
But we will get it ready before Conscious Co-op next Thursday. Look how cute. We've got this couple holding hands on our set. They've been married forever, and they're holding hands. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful thing. So, tell me what's going on with you, mister.
That Roger had a great show yesterday.
Yesterday's show. I have to tell you, can I be honest? I gotta be honest. I was really out of my comfort zone for about an hour and 45 minutes. The first 15 minutes, I was good to go. By 12:20, I went, oh my gosh. By 12:40, I looked at the clock and I thought, how am I going to do this for another hour and 20 minutes? And those guys took me out of my comfort zone, but I must say, my girls pulled through. I'm just saying, girls, the New York girls, they brought it. Jen G and Karen Turk and Dawn DeMarco, Michelle Spears. We even had people from Moscow, part of the New York girls yesterday, but they brought it. They were great, and they had the best time.
So let me get this right. You were very proud of it.
I was very proud of them.
You thought the girls brought it.
They brought it.
You think so?
I know they
I
did.
still think
I know they did.
I think the guys go pretty good.
And do you remember we talked about doing a whole Freddy dictionary on Freddy words that Freddy doesn't know? I find out it's not a Freddy thing. It's a New York guy thing. Because some of the words that you guys didn't know, really?
No,
you know, Karen Turk's
no,
name,
no,
Queen
no,
A.
no,
Yeah, really?
I'm not going to let you get away with it. There's one word. One
Just
word.
saying.
And do you know something?
What?
Linda clarified the physical anatomy
I know.
of what it is.
Yes.
You were wrong.
No, I'm not. It's the
Yes,
outside
you-
part of it.
That's right. You didn't say that.
What am I going to tell you? I needed a pen and a picture
Well,
to
they
draw it for
heard
you?
whisper it all over the world. You said to me the N-word.
Well, I couldn't tell you it's the surrounding part of that because
It is.
Well, I know what it
It's
is.
better if you call it the stain.
I like my words better. I like Queen
You
A's
see?
name better.
So you didn't know either.
I did.
No, you didn't.
But how am I going to tell you that politely and ladylike?
You just did.
I'm going to draw a circle.
It
and
is-
with an anatomy
it's
part.
The anatomy of the
It's the
female
anatomy.
and the male body.
And we had all the pictures on yesterday. We had an artist as well, and we had the birth of Venus behind us. We had her self-portrait of a pool in there, and we had a lot of things going on in the set. The New York guys, the New York girls. I don't know, 20 people on set. The guests, we had the guys here, the girls there. It's a new segment we're working on to promote local business. So we take the remote, which is what we're working on in the other room, and we go to different businesses. We go to Conscious Co-op. We go to restaurants, different places, and just bring like a herd. We just bring the herds with us.
That's right. It's a gang in the a bunch of roughnecks.
But they're very nice guys.
Yes, it was.
And the numbers were ridiculously incredible.
Well, we don't do it for the numbers, but that was impressive.
You like that?
I do. Okay, so who do you got on set today?
Well, our set's a little changed today, as things always are. We've got Noah and her wonderful husband, Stephen, with us. Noah and Stephen Crane. And Suzanne Wachtel is on her way, but she ended up at the Boca studio instead. And in the meantime, Judy Herman of Brain Teasers Games came to watch. And until Suzanne gets here, she's going to sit and hang with us.
Wait a minute. Suzanne? How could Suzanne be missing?
She's not missing. She went to the Boca studio.
Why?
Why? Things happen.
Can I go to
Things
the Boca?
happen because people don't always know that we're here.
Can I go to the Boca studio?
You're going to be there in a few hours.
Um,
But let me tell you about Judy. I don't know if you ever remember meeting Judy. Judy was at Pam Polani's event, the Brain Bowl. And
there was 1,000 people there.
Judy was a vendor there, and she does brain games and brain teasers. And
Oh, I remember
thought
Judy.
how much fun it would be to tease Freddy's brain.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
It's going to be a short conversation.
But she got a little nervous, and she wanted to see what we did before we actually brought out the puzzles. But she's here now because we let her go.
She's here now because we let her go?
Because we let her go here. We're going to put her here. Noah says there are no coincidences. Everyone is here for a reason. So Judy's hanging out with us for a little bit.
Thanks.
So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Right. Well, as you said, I'm a brain entertainer.
You got to get closer to that mic, otherwise you're going to be a missing brain
I
entertainer.
don't want to be missing.
And you got to turn that mic on.
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So get close.
I'm close.
Okay.
Okay. Get
Nikki,
a bit
hear?
closer. Closer.
See, I
love
could
it,
brain
love
ta-
it.
I could
It's a
brain
whole
entertain
different
too, baby.
aspect of it. That's a different kind of entertainment. Anyhow, brain entertainment is a combination of brain training, but in an entertaining way. I make it fun for my audiences, and we do puzzles. I create actual puzzles for people doing brain game type things, and we do tips on how to keep your memory and how to keep your mind active. We do strategies. I help people remember where they put their keys, where they park their car. I don't know if you've ever seen in a parking lot where people are frantically clicking on their buzzers to try to remember where they put their car. But there are things that we can do, basically paying attention and not being distracted when things are important.
So we can have some fun with it. She does puzzles and games. Ready to have some fun?
You know, the funny thing is that I've noticed that first of all, I can't remember people's names.
That's a big
But this has been going on since I was
forever.
18.
Yeah.
When I used to coach, my coaches, and I had a lot of coaches, they used to put tape with the kids' names. So I got into this habit of giving people nicknames.
Uh-huh.
Because I can remember a nickname. Now, why in the world can I remember a nickname, but I can't remember somebody's name?
Actual name. Because the brain likes novelty. You know, you may know a dozen people named Bob, but the one who's Bobolink or whatever funny name
Bubble
you
Bob.
give it, a Bubba, you know, that you'll remember.
Your brain
So-
likes novelty.
I love
I
novelty.
love the way she put that.
Yes.
The brain likes
Oh, God.
novelty.
I'm going to be hearing that now for about 3 weeks. Okay, so
Yes.
so that explains that.
Like
That's-
Kristen, he's got 3 Kristens in his phone. There's Kristen Host, there's Kristen PR, there's Kristen. He goes, is this the right Kristen? And he'll call them all to get to the right Kristen.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember Tom's name, right? So on my phone, he's Tom Host. So I thought I was talking to another Tom,
Who's another
Uh-huh.
host?
who's
another
going to be another host, and I had a whole conversation thinking it was him, it was the other guy.
Wow.
So
My voice.
no, it's on my phone. So I can notice how you're right now is different. But I also am learning as I get older, I forget things quicker.
Oh, yeah.
But the long-term memory is fine. It's the short-term memory I'm having a
It's
problem.
retrieval. That's what happens.
That's
as
me.
you
I'm
get
non-retrievable.
older. You don't retrieve things quickly enough. I mean, it's the concept behind a lot of games on television, like Jeopardy. You can go on Jeopardy. I actually was on Jeopardy. Did you know that?
I did not.
Did you win?
I did. I was a Jeopardy champion.
Really?
Are you serious?
Serious.
We have a celebrity in our
I'm a
house.
celebrity. You thought you recognized me, right? Yeah, back in the day. There was less history at the time. But anyhow, one of the problems is you know the answer, but you can't get it quick enough. So you may see people who are pressing their buzzers as if the buzzer doesn't work. The buzzer works. It's that somebody else has buzzed in first and has locked them out. So it's that retrieval. And sometimes things just pop out, again, in answer to a question. All of a sudden, you may say, oh, 1492, and where did that come from? Who knows? But it was there in your brain. So everything that you have learned is stored somewhere.
Yes.
It's just
Oh,
the
that's scary.
access to it.
That's my problem. My bridge needs repair.
Yes, yes. Well,
I'm
I'd
bridged
like
out.
to say, here's a local kind of analogy. Make your brain more like I-95 with a lot of lanes going to your destination, as opposed to A1A. I happen to live on A1A. It's a 2-lane road. If one lane gets blocked, if there's
Oh,
construction.
you have a house
or
on A1A?
bridge,
Oh, I want to hang with you.
yeah. If there's construction or a bridge or some sort of problem, I'm stuck. I cannot.
Honey, I'm
go
going to tell you, I
anywhere.
would give being stuck in your house.
Stuck
On
in my
A1A?
house.
I wish there was no
My
road.
ocean.
On your ocean? You must be great at like party functions and stuff because you sort of, you can add up what's going on in that room before they even know what's hit them.
Well, sometimes, yes.
Yeah, sometimes you're doing it right
yeah,
now. Trust
yeah.
me, I can feel your fingers.
And I didn't even plan to be on.
No,
so
she was
there
just
you
gonna
go.
watch.
She's just going to watch.
She's gonna
Nobody,
watch.
nobody watches.
She was
Yeah.
just gonna
I should
It's
have
all
remembered.
inclusive.
And
that.
poor John hasn't even put his folder down yet. Really, make
Hey,
yourself
John,
comfortable.
honestly, are you going to build a house with that thing? Because you make me awfully nervous. Is there any money in there?
No, that's all. It's my resume.
Just a resume?
Just a resume, which is good.
Papers?
We got a new Nick on the board.
Nick, you comfortable?
I feel like a director.
We got a new Nick on
There
this
you go.
board. We got another Nick on the other board.
You got
we
your
John.
your bucket list. Now Tom Money was here.
Yeah, he
T
was.
Money.
What happened?
Wait, I don't know. What
He
was
did a promo for Noah. Did you know he was coming to do that?
Kristen was speaking to him on the way here. I was in the car with her, so
Oh, I guess so.
I had an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
gonna do it with her, but she couldn't make it. So.
Now I need you to talk into the mic,
Uh-huh.
and if you want to talk to Dawn, you can bring it towards her a little bit, the microphone.
Like this.
Like turn it more, turn it more, turn it more.
If she wants to talk to me.
she's going to talk to you. So we have to because Gio buzzes.
Well, you know
my
what
phone.
they did? They did a promo because you have an event coming up next Thursday for Conscious Co-op.
Yes, next Thursday, the 24th of May, we have an event at the Wyndham Hotel in Boca Raton for Conscious Co-op. We bring beautiful souls together so they can connect, find each other, and live a more fulfilling life.
Well, you have the event.
It's the event. It really
The
is.
event.
It's in the most beautiful space. It's in the ballroom on the second floor. The energy, the people. It's a planned event. We have always meditation with Sunny Arfa from Feel Great Meditate. Today, this month, we have 2 inspirational speakers. We have Anthony Francis, who's a comedian from Delray Improv. He'll be joining us. And Lisa Kirshan, she does Qigong. She'll be joining us
We
this
know
month.
Lisa, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be Lisa and Sunny, our whole
And
group,
Anthony.
and Anthony. We don't know
Yes.
Anthony.
We're going to meet Anthony.
Anthony's very cool.
Now, let me ask you a question. And your husband's on the set with us today, which
Yes.
is kind of cool. How many people are going to attend? Now, are we going to put people in the parking lot this time? Because the last time you ran out of tables.
Yes, I know. We had 65 people at our last event, and we didn't know so many people were coming. And this time we're getting the whole ballroom, so we're going to have a lot more space. And I'm just grateful to the Wyndham Hotel, the Farmer Table, for giving me this opportunity to create these big events. I couldn't do it without them. I'm so grateful. And we have rooms, so come on down, join us. This is going to be life-changing. You'll meet the people that are supposed to be in your life and help you in this lifetime. And it's just a beautiful connection. It's very special.
She collects souls. I say she's
Yeah.
like Noah's Ark.
Oh,
And she
yeah.
collects souls in her ark, and the ark happens to be whether it's here or the other studio or a farmer's table. She brings all these beautiful people together in alignment. You had a great show last night
Yes.
with
it was
Kathleen.
Great, yes.
on sound healing,
And sound healing vibrations, yeah.
which is everything we
Cool.
talk about with the vitalizer. It's sound healing and vibration and light. And I can tell you the light, what Leslie Carmen does with her laser light therapy is like nothing I've ever experienced before.
You ain't lying.
I'm telling the truth. Because light, what people don't realize, and you say it all the time, be love and light. And people throw words around. But it truly, there is a meaning behind that, and there's an intention behind it. And when you talk about light, what Leslie Carmen does from Carmen Care Lasers, you met her last night.
Yes.
The light is so powerful, and I don't just mean metaphorically. What the light can do, what lasers, and you don't feel it, is truly astounding. Your legs feel great.
Yes, my legs do feel good.
It's amazing what she does. She does this detoxing, and she has a magic wand, and it's this light wand, and she just waves it over you. And I'm telling you what it can do. It's truly incredible. And she's going to be on next week with us after we go through session 2.
Well, it's amazing because we had a conversation. Is it Clive?
Clive Digby Jones, yes, we
Yes.
met through
Which
Noah.
we met at your
Event. Yeah.
event. And the amazing thing about that gentleman, we got to meet his wife as well. They came
Yes.
And it changes the perspective of the art of getting to know yourself, which I think that she will find interesting because it runs deeper than just thinking, okay, I know me, I know what it can. No, it stems a whole lot deeper than that. We had a meeting with a gentleman and Tracy today, and he explains business like a football game with the adjustments. And what he did was he even introduced something even deeper than that. So we're trying to put something together with him so that you can explain this. See, some of the stuff that you do, some of the things that I've seen, which have been phenomenal, it's hard to explain to people because a lot of people aren't used to this. You know, some of the words that you use today, people say, well, wait a minute, how in the world does she know this? Or why is it that she can do this? And why can't I see this? And why is it that these people are touched or gifted just like you and they can do these things? And other people that come along say, you know, I want to learn how to do this. Why can't I? Why is it you and not me? And all this stuff is going on. And we've been bombarded since your event with people that have come forward, Joe. And it's
Healers.
changed the dynamics of what goes on even in this place.
Everyone's, and they're healers, but they're healers in so many different ways. And sometimes I really wish that it didn't take us all so long to get to this point in our lives as adults, that if we could get this to the kids, I know it's always about the kids, but truly, think about how much time, and that's where Suzanne will come in and bring this bridge back. I can't say waste because it's everybody's journey, but if you could look back and tell your younger self, you know what, you can do ABC, you can do anything, and love and light, and the intention of kindness and not bullying, and teach them then instead of waiting till their 40s and 50s to understand truly all these words that we throw around, because there's intention behind every word we use. And you always choose your words so carefully. Noah does. And I want to introduce your husband, so let you introduce your husband, because you're going to do it the best way.
I do some. It's my husband, Stephen Crane, my soulmate, the most amazing man in the world. And I'm very blessed to be married to him. And I feel like we empower each other. And we really, I think a couple is meant to really do big things together. That's why we're together in this lifetime. And we're all here to share everything that we know with others, because we want everybody to succeed and have an amazing life. And everybody's unique. And there's no comparison. And going back to the subject you were talking about, I think that that's why life is called a journey, because you're supposed to go through all those stages. Now, we can teach our kids things faster, but that's why every generation, that's why we're here, because we're teachers. Every generation gets to improve on the next one. So the more tools we give them, the more we can teach them, the more they get to break their cycles, because we all have our junk. We all come to this world with our junk. And it's part of not focusing on our junk, but just breaking away and rebuilding ourselves and recreating ourselves. And we're always gonna have our stuff, and that's part of our humanity, and us learning to love, being like embracing our humanity in life. And that's what I see it as. And it's okay, because wherever we are, we need to go through those experiences so we can become who we are later in life.
And we were talking today before the show about just when you're ready to receive. The tools are there. It's when you're ready for someone else. Because you could tell your kids things for 27, 30 years. And Noah could walk in and say the same thing. You know what? No, you're a genius. Do you know what Noah just told me? And you think, really?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes,
That's so
everything, you
true.
got to be ready and open. If you're not ready and open, and that's part of the journey, you have to be in that space where you're ready and open to hear, you're ready and open to receive, you're ready and open to let go.
To act
Yeah,
also.
and let go and act and action. Yeah, it's all, but everybody's on their journey, and that's why we can't judge anybody, because everybody's where they need to be, and our job is to empower each other, and not to focus on the junk each one of us has, but focus on the love and light and beautiful energy, because we're all such beautiful beings.
And you had your husband on. You did a show on relationships.
Yes.
And I was so impressed, because I know we're all about women empowerment and women having their journey and their jobs, but not every spouse. And it can go both ways. So as Freddy says, don't write to me. I know it goes both ways. You guys empower each other to grow his career as a dentist, to grow your career as a healer, and you work together. The junk that you each brought in, and you have 3 beautiful children, and what you've done with all of that. So how does it feel? I'm going to switch it. To have a woman, to be married to this fabulous woman who's so empowered, that helps so many lives.
Oh, it's so refreshing to see her just blossom, because I said it's something that I've known for so long, and it's just nice because she has so much to give this world, and the world needs what she has to give. So it's just inspiring. really, to see that, just to sit back and kind of be part of the show is really awesome.
I'm gonna give some kudos because normally women come here and women empowerment, and I know what's
And
going
all
on
the
in the
shows you
country.
do, you work with
A lot of women.
tons of women
Yeah,
producers.
tons of women, because you know what? The women bring it, and nothing against guys, but women have staying power, and they see the future and the goal and everything. But I want to flip the script to this moment, because this time you have a person that can relate to who you are. You know how difficult it is to find somebody who understands, and you call him your soulmate. A lot of people use that word soulmate, okay? That definition is very difficult to live. Not to look it up, but to live it. And you guys have been married how long?
22 years.
22 years, you got 3 kids, and you guys act like you're on a honeymoon still, which
They're
is
sitting
amazing.
here holding hands, which is beautiful.
But that's an amazing accomplishment, and I'm going to switch it because the women always get the kudos, and they should. You know, they're doing what they're doing. But I have to applaud because you support your wife in what she does, and you understand it. And even sometimes when you don't understand it, you act like, yes, I do understand. And you don't.
Who says I don't understand? Hold on a second.
I gotta tell you, I'm a guy. I know how difficult that can be. But the bottom line is, I've seen you in a couple of shows. I saw you at the event, and I watch how he works the room, and he walks with her. And they do things together. The amazing thing is that the accomplishment here is that you know someone has your back. Always, right?
And there's always a soft place to fall, and I think that's the most important thing in life. We get to choose who we bring into our life. We get to choose our partner. It's the most important decision of your life is who you choose to be around and who you choose to bring in your life. I took that very seriously when I was choosing my soulmate. And I mean, it's very special to be with the right person. He's my biggest cheerleader, and I'm his biggest cheerleader. And I have a saying.
But were you always this way? Was she like this when you met her 22 years ago? She was pretty much the same? Consistent?
Yeah, she's an incredible human being. That's all. Just every day is a new adventure.
But I love your saying when you said, when you were on the show, you can never say the wrong thing to the right person.
Yes.
And I love that. And I don't often remember what other people say because we have so many people come. But I think that is so powerful. And the other point you brought up was women, when they choose their mate, male or female, whoever your mate happens to be, you look for someone that's going to help take care of you. At least our generation did. To be the provider, to take care and do the nurturing. And then you said something interesting that we almost give up our control to that. We give up our power and we lose it. At least that's what I took from what you said. And we fall back on that. Instead of elevating ourselves, we rely on that person and we almost give our power away. What did you mean when you said that? Because that's what I took it as.
Yeah. I just believe that the people in our lives should empower us. And I have a saying, it says, because of you, I get to be me. And I couldn't be who I am in the world today if it wasn't for his support and unconditional love. And that's the most important thing, is to have people in your life that believe in you, that love you. Even when I didn't believe in myself, he saw my beauty. He saw my inside beauty. And when I was looking for a soulmate, I wanted somebody who saw my inside beauty. I wanted someone who connected to my soul, to my essence, not just to my outside. And that's what I looked for somebody that really saw me for me. And not for what I do or where I'm going in life, where I am right now, but saw me as a being, as something deeper.
What did you do before Conscious Co-op?
I was just taking care of my kids, and for a while I also worked at Whole Foods for a
So this
short
is a whole
time.
new journey for you.
Yes. it's a whole
Relatively
journey.
new.
I had to step out of my own fears and step into who I'm supposed to be in the world, because I had a lot of fears that kept me really hidden and really small and really tucked away, and I had to step into who I was and believe in myself, and that was my work to be able to be where I am today.
So what did you think when she said, I'm starting this group and I'm leaving Whole Foods and I'm doing what I got to do to be me?
I said, go for it.
And you supported her.
Of course.
We work with a lot of shows,
Yes.
and the husbands say, go for it. And then a couple months down the road, they go, "Eh, maybe you shouldn't go for it so much, right?
Well, I'm
I
going
mean,
to tell.
we've seen some over the years
Well,
turn
and
tables.
I'm going to tell you, Noah may not know this, but there are people in your circle who they ran into that brick wall. You know, it's great when people tell you live a dream, and then you start to live a dream, and then they go, oh, not so much. Not so much. It's great to be successful. Yeah, it's not too successful. Because success sometimes is intimidating. And one of the reasons that I applaud is that you encourage her to fulfill her goals. I mean, you have a profession. I mean, you're a professional at what you do, right? And you're happy with the things in your life, the way they go and everything else. But when I asked you, because I wanted to interview you here, I wanted you to come on here because when I talk about you, people say to me, is that a gimmick? Because in our business, everything is a gimmick, they think. But it's not.
They think it's not true. You should see people writing in.
Well, one of the sincere things about this show is that yesterday, if you caught yesterday's show, it was completely gimmick. I mean, everybody in there is a professional and has a business.
Yeah, but now they're all writing in. So Michael,
but they're all good.
Blah, mirror, mirror man, not Pia. You don't choose your soulmate. Your souls connect when you let love from your partner into your heart. Now, this was the mirror man.
Now, the mirror man yesterday, why didn't you use that line?
That was a better pickup line than...
When we asked the
What did he
guys
say? Is
about
that a
pickup
mirror
line.
in your pocket? This one is way better. Our souls connected from love.
I mean, it's all in there. Maybe Coach here will help you with the memory. But the bottom line is that it's refreshing to see that it's sincere. And it's every time we turn around, you can't catch you off guard because it's true, right? And you've let her grow. And you and yourself have grown in that whole thing. Absolutely. So what is the future going to hold for you? Because I know that you have other aspirations and other things that you want to do. And you're doing a show now. Where do you want all this stuff to go?
I have big plans. I want to really make an impact in the world. I know that. I'm all about bringing people together, empowering. I don't believe in being up here and having people not be up here with me. I believe that I help other people rise, and that's why I get to rise to a higher level. I couldn't be where I am today without support, and Conscious Co-op wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the financial part that he always took care of it. So he's my biggest, secret to everything. But my thing is that people, whatever we do in life, what I realize that keeps me always moving forward is that everything that people do is a reflection of them. So it has nothing to do with me. However people see the world is a reflection of how they are and what is within them.
That's good perception.
I have to keep working on myself, keep working on my goals, keep loving, keeping who I am in the world and believing in myself. And that's important. I think you have to do the self-work because if I don't have that inside of me, I can't give to others. And the future to me is just to keep growing and be open to receive because people are always, I feel like the right people are always there to guide me when I don't have to always try so hard. If I just keep doing my work and doing the right things, the right people always come into my life, just like you came into my life. And I'm so grateful for.
And I was really impressed at your event, and I said this to Freddy, because other people, we've covered other events and they do them, it becomes their event. It was, you organized it with Kristen, but it wasn't your event. It was everybody's event. And you stood on the side of the room. I don't think you said more than 5 minutes of a hello, thank you for coming. And you let everyone else have the event, and you watched so graciously, and Stephen watched with you, and neither one of you took the spotlight ever at one point. Not even at the end to say thank you for coming to my event, because it was everybody's event, and I was so impressed by that.
Because we can't do it without everybody. I can't, we can't do it with other people's support. So I'm grateful to be able to do these things because of every community support. It's not my event. I'm grateful that I was a messenger in starting to create it, but then it can't be anything with just me up there. It needs to be the collective community coming together and wanting better things in their lives.
Look who walks in. I'm so sorry. The lovely Suzanne Wachtel is with us. So we'll switch sets. Judy, we hope you'll come back and do some brain teasers with us.
Absolutely.
Help Freddy with his retrieval.
Thank you. Nice to
His
meet you.
retrieval
Well,
skills.
good luck.
I'm going to invite you when the gang in New York is here because we need brain teasers.
Okay.
And that could be
That
a
would be
monster.
fun? Oh, I love it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
It's gonna
great.
be fun.
Very nice.
Stay and
Thank
enjoy.
you.
Nice
Great to meet
for
you.
having
Thank
me.
you so much.
But your relationship is truly inspiring, and it's not just the two of you. People who say, I met my soulmate and I wanted to be with him and stay together, and then you've got kids. And then things always change when you've got kids. Good, bad, and different. It just changes. But yeah, they still sit here, Suzanne, holding hands. 3 kids, and let me tell you, they've got teenagers also, so it's not like they're just in the baby stage. I can't believe even that you've been married for 22 years, because seriously, you look like you're 25.
Oh,
Doesn't she?
Thank you.
Yes.
I know.
They're like the goal of most couples. They really should be what people want to achieve in a relationship.
Suzanne, I need you to get closer to the mic and move to your left.
Yeah,
Okay, good. And take that mic.
Take your mic with you.
All
And we
right.
met Suzanne
Give
when she was
Paul one
interviewed
of the
at
mics.
Noah's. But was it your first show?
One of the mics.
that you did with Suzanne? Your first or
it was
second
my-
show?
Yeah,
Turn it
one of
on.
those.
One of
I
the
think my
first-
second one.
Second
My
one,
second
yeah.
one.
And it was such a phenomenal show, and I thought we'd talk about relationships, and you cover everything with what you do. So tell us what you do.
So I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I have a private practice in Boca Raton, and I work with families, I work with couples, individuals, I do grief counseling, also whatever human relationships need to move forward and be happier.
And Suzanne's been incredible, and I referred someone to her, and just in the short period of time that you've been working with this person, oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you.
And Noah and I were talking about it, that they were ready to receive your guidance.
Yes. Well, those are my favorite kind of people, because when, yeah.
The path of least resistance, you mean?
When
Yes.
people come in and they really don't want to change and they're afraid to change, it becomes such a frustrating experience for both of us. But if someone comes in and they want their marriage to be better and they want to learn and know what to do, or if they're grieving and they're sad and they want to feel better, they want to, it's my pleasure to guide them and help them feel better.
And you said to me, you work with couples, and they're trying, and they work it out, they're trying to work it out, and you give them, oh, why don't you do this? And one spouse says, but that's what I've been saying all along.
Yes, sometimes couples come in and I'm a stranger virtually, right? And I'll suggest something that they should be doing, and the wife says, I've been nagging you about that for 5 years. This lady says it, and now you're changing? That's not nice.
Yeah, but let me,
Take it
okay,
personally.
hold on a
It's
second.
that third-party
Hold-
validation.
No, but hold on a second. They see the trick of this thing is when she says, I've been nagging you.
Right.
You don't listen to
Judy's
noise.
shaking her head. It's the word nagging. Is that it?
Judy's, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Talk it to that microphone.
I'm there with you.
I mean, the object of the game is if you listen closely, and I was trained by the best at John Hancock, the best. If you listen closely to the words they use, it is the reason that if you ever get arrested or you're pulled over for a ticket, the first 10 words out of your mouth is what's going to hang you or set you free. The words they use. I've been nagging you. Well, nobody's going to listen to noise.
Well, people get frustrated, and I think that, couples tune each other out.
Yes.
And they really ignore each
Huh?
other, and the electronics is a big
What'd you
problem.
say?
Big problem. They just become very disconnected, like unplugged. So when I get a couple in that really does love each other and does want to make it work, just has kind of gotten lost in the process, it's so easy to help them with some tools to figure it out. In Noah's case and Steve, I think she figured it out. I mean, even when she describes how they met, she said, I just wanted to be me, and the right man would come along, and it would click, and it did.
You see
Yeah,
that?
and that's a great point, because, and I'm going to just throw it out there to millennial girls that are trying to be somebody else that's on social media. For the guys to like you, or the other girls to like you, you got to be you.
Yeah, and the
Amen.
right one will come along, because if you're not authentic, what happens is you are more of like a faker, an imposter, and so someone falls in love with not the real you, and then when you feel comfortable and become yourself, they're like not really that interested.
It's like
You
your
see,
story
but-
yesterday
but
when you
pre-
thought you were Stevie Wonder. Really?
First of all, why you got to bring that up today?
Because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but don't do this in this room now. That was
It
yesterday.
was being authentic.
Well, I'm going to flip it to the other side. I think that he was himself and the right girl came along for him. I mean,
absolutely.
I,
No,
I,
it's
I
nice
think
to
it was
know.
a fantastic voyage here because a lot of guys, and I'm sorry to say this because I'm a guy, a lot of guys are always short-minded and look at goals like a pinky. I mean, this is not a goal. This is part of a hand.
Men are very visual as well, and they can really be intoxicated with how a woman appears in the beginning, especially. And I think women are looking more for some are very visual too. They want them to look a certain way, but I think they're looking for certain characteristics.
You agree with that? Yeah.
How did you guys meet? For
Yeah.
people who didn't hear your show, Noah, how did you and Stephen meet? Or Stephen, you can,
Oh.
either one of you.
Or both?
Yeah.
Okay, so we met. My sister is 8 years younger than me, wanted to get married, and she went to a matchmaker in New York because she was living in Chicago, and it was hard to find guys in Chicago that are religious. So she set her up with a guy from New Jersey. They dated for 2.5 months. They got engaged. I came to the engagement party, and I met my husband. It's his brother. We married 2 sisters, 2 brothers.
Oh my goodness.
Even though my sister's 8 years younger than me,
Oh.
he's older than me, and her husband's older than her. And we saw each other twice, and then we got engaged within 1 month. So we got engaged after 1 month.
Wow.
Yeah.
You met
And
twice?
We saw each other twice.
2 sisters, 2 brothers got married.
It's
I
called a
guess that's good. I
shotgun
guess
wedding.
it keeps the family smaller,
Like a
right?
shotgun wedding.
That's sort of a joke.
That's like a
Did you hear
shotgun
about the
wedding.
priest and rabbi?
We're back to
Two
that
sisters?
again.
I'm kidding.
We're gonna start that
And my
again.
sister has 9 children.
Wow.
9 children.
She's in New York or down
She
here?
lives in Passaic, New Jersey.
There's no television in that house.
Yes.
No,
She's
you're right,
amazing. She's
absolutely right.
amazing. She's amazing. Great couple.
Well, how did you, after that short period of time, I mean, a month?
1 month. We
That's-
were engaged. I saw him 2 times. We got to know each other through the phone. We used to talk day and night on the phone. I came right into his family. The engagement party was at his parents' house. I got to meet the family. I knew what I was getting into. So you see the upbringing, the kind of person you're getting. And then we talked so much on the phone, hours a day, and we really got to know each other over the phone. And I wasn't playing around. When I was ready to meet my soulmate, I would tell a person.
playing around.
Yeah, I would be like, I'm looking for my soulmate. I want to get married. I want to start a family. And if a guy would run the other way, it was so perfect because I didn't want him. I wanted the right person. So I wasn't afraid to be and say what I wanted from the very beginning. I was very standing in what I believed and what I thought I deserved in
It's
life.
so genuine.
Well,
Did you see? Sorry.
I have a question. Nowadays, online dating. Nowadays, when 10 years ago, 15 years ago, online dating exploded. Everybody's meeting everybody online, right? And on the phones. And relationships based on that. I tell you, again, I'm amazed because those relationships, they become superficial. You're not the same person that you are on a computer where you can hide and on the phone where you can hide. And I wanted to get your opinions on that.
Well, there's a skill to dating, you know, and dating really needs
A
to be
skill
more
to
of
dating.
Yeah, it's really not like the olden days where you're like, oh, I love them. It's really more about having the skills to weed through the people that are not for you, and to really be able to have a list of your, like a wish list of the things you need in another person, and to kind of interview them. I mean, if this is going to be your life partner, you can't just go on, oh, she's cute, he's cute. You know, you really need to have a list of characteristics and qualities that you're looking for.
And you wrote a book on dating.
I did, Empower Dating.
Oh, that's
Because
awesome.
I found that so many intelligent, wonderful people just had no clue how to go through the process. And they would be disappointed again and again. But if you really look at it without the emotional part, and at the beginning you really just go through the inventory. You want someone with a sense of humor, somebody perhaps who's child-friendly and likes the beach. And you know, if you're going to be with a skier and you like to go to the beach, you're going to have problems. If you're very religious and they're not, that's going to be a conflict. So it's really important to interview the candidates and really make sure that they are a good candidate before you get emotionally attached.
Which is hard because I know you're going to tell me that's not true. But Dawn DeMarco says women fall fast. She sat there
Dawn
right
DeMarco
yesterday.
saw a guy in a Porsche and went, I go in there?
Saying.
Am I going to fall fast or am I fall slow?
They shouldn't, though. I have a saying. It says, don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Never give a guy your heart before he shows you he deserves it. Eyes wide open. I never closed my eyes. I knew what I was getting exactly. There's no mistake. You choose. You get to see. You get to choose the path. You have to see what you're getting. Don't give your heart. It's way too precious. Don't give it away. Look at what you're getting first. When you see the actions are there and the person's doing the right actions, then you can consider giving them your heart, not before that.
But we talk ourselves out of it.
Yeah.
You know, how many women and men sort of say, well, she didn't mean it. Well, they're busy. They haven't called. They haven't really stood up to the plate. But
Got to look at
you're
the
right.
actions. It's all the actions. And I created an elimination game. So I would actually.
She's very wise.
Yeah, I would.
Very
I had a whole elimination game, and I would have no more than 3 dates with a guy. And by the third date, if I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, and we would never even usually get to the third date, but I would never continue if I didn't know that it was leading to something.
Correct.
Because when I was ready to get married, I wanted to really sift through it. It took me 3 months when I made the decision to meet my husband, and a month to get engaged. So, and 6 months later, I was married. So when you're intentional
fast,
about
right?
what you want,
Oh, she has a short span game.
She's got a game. She's got it going on. She's
So
good.
I create, yeah.
Nadine's shaking her head.
She
And
wasn't
it's all
playing.
about taking your control back. It's all about standing, believing in who you are, taking your control back, and saying, hey, I get to choose. This is my life. I'm an adult. When I was a child, maybe I didn't have choices, but now I do. And I'm going to take that into my hands, and I'm going to choose wisely because this is going to affect the life I'm going to have.
Well, how did you get to this point? Was it from your mom? How did you learn to be so strong and so wise and say, I want to say tough, because you're really like, listen, this is my heart, this is my life. I'm taking it in and not and I know Steven's a great guy, but before you met him, there were other guys.
And
I'm
Steven
sure, that
does
you
have
went,
a Steven. You have a heart, right? I mean, you have a heart too, right?
Yeah, there's one in there.
What's the name of that? What's the name of Wizard of Oz?
I gotta see if
But how did you
Cool.
become so
Is it ticking?
strong?
It's not strong. It's that I had a really tough childhood.
Focused.
I had a tough childhood, and I made a decision as a child, and I put it right there in my future. Then my adulthood will be amazing because I get to choose. And so I remembered that decision I made years ago, and then I said, okay, I need to take this control back in my hands. And I took time to grow and time to learn and time to get to a place where I had the confidence to be able to realize how important it was for me to create something different in my life.
What did you think when you met her and you were marrying your sister-in-law? That's just crazy. Does it make family gatherings? I guess not,
so
because your
much
sister has
easier.
9 children, so family gatherings are probably pretty big. But at the time,
Yeah, only one set in-laws, much easier.
right?
That
No, but
is-
they're great. They're good people. So we're lucky.
So Noah's the
Very
perfect
fortunate.
example of the power of intention,
Mm.
you know, and really what we think is what we end up attracting, right? So if you think you're good enough and you believe that you want a certain kind of person and you deserve a certain kind of love and relationship, you will attract that. You know, if you're thinking you're not good enough, whoever likes you will be whoever you're gonna. It defeats the whole point.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on to that point, and this excluding Noah. But hold on to that because I've seen women, a lot of relationships, where women want to save a man. They want to change him. They want to save him. All this other stuff happens.
How well does that work out?
It doesn't.
Exactly.
But you know something? The consistency of it, it will last for years because every time you're about to give up, you find another grain of sand, and you keep going. Next thing you know, it's 30 years later, and you're saying, I'm going to change him.
Yeah, people do get stuck in relationships that really aren't for them, aren't healthy. But once you're very involved and there's children and property, it's very difficult to leave, and that's when the divorce sometimes happens.
Okay, but I was going to ask you, perhaps that's really, it's the battle that they look for.
Well, I work with couples sometimes in advance before the marriage
There you
because
go.
if these issues are a problem, right, and the pre-counseling, it's like a prenuptial. If there's issues before the marriage, you can be sure that after the marriage they will be worse. So to either resolve them ahead
Can you
of
get
time,
closer to your mic? They're asking me that. Tell you.
So to either resolve the conflicts in advance, or to end the relationship would probably be the best choice. Yeah.
Do you know that when I was getting married my first time, I wanted to get married at the cathedral, in the St. Patty's Cathedral in New York City. So I made an appointment, I went down there, and you had to be interviewed. And I said to the guy, okay, you make a gift. I mean, the money wasn't the problem, but the guy says you have to take in a psychological evaluation, the priest. And I said, I got to what? He says, you got to take a psychological evaluation. I said, I'm taking it myself or with her? No, the two of you will be interviewed by 2 other priests and yada, yada, yada. And I says, okay. So we did that. 3 weeks later, I come back. We failed.
I was going to say you weren't compatible.
So I said,
Should have
I
taken
what?
40 maybe.
No, I said, what do you mean you fail? How do you fail? The questions they ask is, do you wear a shirt? Do you like button down or pullover? I mean, these are the kind of questions that we're asking, right? So they said, we failed. Well, you know what we failed on? Intent. They didn't believe that we would last. Man, you know what?
I was going to say
They
you
end
didn't
up
take
being
the
right.
warning then.
They ended up being right. But it really got me upset because I had somebody telling me that I couldn't.
And maybe that's why you got married, because they told you no. You decided, I'm going to prove you wrong.
And this is what I'm getting at. Sometimes you stay in a relationship for you.
For the wrong reasons.
Or maybe you find the right reason in a relationship. Maybe when you grow together, the thing comes together. And
Well, often we're attracted to people that are not healthy for us because they feel comfortable. Like perhaps we had a parent that really didn't treat us very well, and we meet someone who could be mildly abusive, and we're attracted to that anger because it's what we're used to.
holy smokes.
It's comfortable. You walk into a party, go, oh, that guy is my type, or that girl's my type, and it could be for the very wrong reasons. So you have to be very careful, and you really need to use a part of your brain that is not tied to your emotion. Obviously, you have to be attracted, but it's a very big decision. It's a life decision, so it's really an important decision to make with guidance, or at least some knowledge. You know, we know how to go on the computer and do all sorts of tricks, but we really don't know how to navigate love relationships.
Because it's different.
professional way.
Well,
And
it's
it's so
become a-
interesting, right? Because you meet people often, you see qualities in your parents or someone else that's comfortable, but not necessarily the right qualities that you want to marry.
Correct.
but you know how that other person dealt with them. You go, I can handle that.
Or you feel, like you said, you're going to change them this time around, and you're going to get them to be nicer and love you the way you feel you deserve to be loved, or definitely do. So it ends up being a lose-lose.
Well, that's why I'm saying it's refreshing to see, and I'm only talking from the male side. They won't get mad at me. From the male side, well, you know, because sometimes what ends up happening is that guys end up on the short end of the stick, and again, I'm a guy.
Don't
I'm
write
gonna
to
say
him,
that.
I know.
But they get it on the short end of the stick because guys can be emotional. We have also video, we have audio, we have things that go on in our neck of the woods as well. And sometimes we like to hear the right words. We want to hear somebody say, you know something? We had that fight yesterday, but it's going to be okay tomorrow. And guys are, you know, we have tears too. I mean, all
have
that
men
stuff.
and women. I probably have more men that come to me than
I can see that.
that really don't know how to fix the relationship, feel they're misunderstood, really want a more compatible experience. And I see many men that are devastated and wounded from being yelled at, from being criticized, from not being, talked to with respect. So it all boils down to really being kind to each other, respecting one another. I mean, Noah's favorite line that I always hear her say is, "My soul loves my husband's soul." And that to me is like so special.
Like my soul loves your soul so much. Like just that soul
Sure.
connection. It's much more, it's just like your souls. They just love, when I'm with him, like our souls just love each other. And it's
Did you
just,
like?
I asked you that before.
I don't know. Look and see. Nick, can you hear Suzanne on your headphones?
Yeah, she's got it.
Get closer to the mic? Okay.
Closer.
Is that light on top on? Is it red on top?
Nope.
I
It's
thought-
a yes. It
Yes,
is.
it's red.
Okay.
Okay.
We can change it out to another. We want to get another mic and change it out. Use the other handheld.
So people can hear you. They're saying you're very wise, Noah. You have no idea. She's wise. I didn't think that way until after my second divorce, is what Chastity writes in.
Just switch it. Just switch.
I mean,
no,
think
just
about it.
switch
What you knew as a young woman going in, you've been married for 22 years. You got married yet very young. And you had all this wisdom upon you that people don't realize until it's too late. It's like 2 divorces later, right?
but it's never too late. It's really, everybody's where they need to be, and it's just like recreating ourselves. Every day we have a chance to just recreate ourselves, break old cycles, move forward. It's our responsibility. Nobody can do the work for us, and it's just finding the right people to empower us in our lives.
Now, I knew you were going to come on today, and I wanted to save the biggest questions for last, okay? Because, you know, people change, okay? And this is going, I'm going to see what you're going to tell me to this question. People change. In 22 years, you're not going to tell me that she's been the same person 22 years. She's changed, she's grown, the whole nine. How do you make adjustments to make it work? How do you keep this going? With so much adjustments, and so you had kids that have problems and everything else, sicknesses, ills, and deaths. How do you keep that thing going at this level 22 years later?
It's what you focus on in life. If you focus on gratitude and love, and you focus on feeding it, and it's playing together. It's like, I always say, I have a saying, I have all these sayings. Michael Jordan didn't get to be a great basketball player playing once a week. We're successful at so many things, at our jobs, at things we do, because we play it every day. But our relationships, we don't. And that's the problem. And when we start playing in our relationships daily and really nurturing each other, that's where the magic happens. You can't ignore it like for a week, and then you have to keep nurturing each other, and it has to always be the most important thing, is because it's the foundation to your whole life, you know. So once you choose an amazing person, you want to build on it, and you got to be there for each other and keep building that love and that energy together.
And how do you feel?
Well, I think that you grow together. I mean, we went through a lot of different things. We both evolved. But the cool part is that she's growing into what I already knew she was there. So it's not like a surprise. It's not. That was my expectation, is that that's where she's going to be. You know what I mean? So there's really it's kind of a no-brainer, because I don't have to really. I'm not looking for anything that I didn't already know was going to express. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was prepared for it. And I was, okay,
But what about change? You knew it at the beginning. Now that time has gone on, have you made adjustments to the game that emotion continues to be? It's not easy being you, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm serious. It's not. Trust me, I can say that.
I don't feel it's It's difficult. I mean, it's just because it's natural. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
that's
It's-
different. There
You
you
know what I
go.
mean? It's something that just that's kind of my take on life. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
They're
It's
really
not something
partners.
that's just-
They
yeah.
are really a very good role model for what a couple should look like.
Okay.
I don't like to should all over anybody, but they are
The shoulda.
really a model
Right?
of what a couple looks like because they respect one another, they're each other's cheerleaders, their foundation is pure. So their egos are not involved. He helps her, she helps him. When there's
Exactly.
issues or bumps in the road, they do it together like a team, and they really support one another. And really, that is the goal of a healthy relationship.
Very cool.
How do your kids like
Absolutely.
all your sayings? Do they go, Mom, really?
Well, they're
depends.
teenagers,
Yeah,
so.
they have their stuff. Yeah. And that's the thing. When you have kids, it can make a relationship very. It could cause problems in a relationship, and you have to keep your relationship so strong. So even the kids know that nothing can break you apart. You know what I mean? And that's what we do. We show our kids how strong we are together all the time. I mean, I believe that our love for each other is stronger than anything, and our kids feel that, and they know that, and they can be a part of that love, but they can't take anything away from it. They know they can, even though sometimes they want to, because they want one person to be on their side, but they always know, like, he's in my corner always, I'm in his corner always. It's solid, it's
It's
strong.
a united front.
Yeah, and the
Exactly.
kids need that.
And they see Mom change. I mean, Mom worked at Whole
Yeah.
Foods, and now Mom is running Conscious Co-op and
Yeah.
bringing 100 healers together
Yeah.
into a room and a
Right.
luncheon. But Dad's there supporting, and that's a huge difference from what Mom used to do: stayed at home, raised the kids, worked, and now you've got this incredible business you're growing, and it is a
Right.
business.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you bring everyone together for goodness and love and intention, but it's still a business.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
they also don't compete. Many couples compete for who makes the money and who has the power. So their relationship is really what I've observed, not a power struggle.
That's a beautiful
Do
thing.
you,
there's no
okay, do
ego.
you, that's an interesting point. Do you consider the one that if the person makes the money or more money, that they have the power?
It should not be. However, many relationships are based on that, the golden rule, he with the gold rules, whether it's the woman or the man. And there is somewhat of a power there when you do have money and the other one isn't earning. Let's say they're the stay-at-home person. However, that's when the problems start, when it becomes an ego thing and a power struggle. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. My father used to say, it doesn't matter how much money you make. He used to say, men run under their house and women run the house.
I say the women are the neck under the head.
I'm gonna tell you. You ever notice that you have people in jail? I'm sorry to say, they have been notorious killers and things of that nature, but they're afraid of their wives. These guys who have been violent offenders, they are so afraid of their wives. For some reason, you can go out and maim people and everything else, but when you come home, you know who the boss is?
Jackie Mason had a good
Yeah.
take on that.
Yeah.
Well, we had all these mushball guys here. They tell me they're all writing in. I'm a mushball when it comes to my wife. All your New York guys are
I know.
deferring to
I
their
saw-
wives right now. I'm just
that,
saying.
I saw that yesterday. A bunch
But to throw even something else into the mix, I work with gay couples as well, and you would think that it would be different. It is the same.
Really?
There are power struggles. There's the financial power struggle. There's the dominant person in the relationship, the more subservient, and it's about really dancing well without stepping on each other's toes. So it's
that's
not
nice.
even a male-female. It's just two people in a relationship.
Dancing well without stepping on each other's toes. And Suzanne, you don't only work with couples and relationships. You work with
I work with
Individuals.
I work with people going through a divorce. I work with
she has such a
families.
calming effect, right?
She does.
She does,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Always when you
Yes.
approach her and you
Yes.
want to tell her your whole
Yeah.
life.
She's like,
Right,
like
right,
peace,
exactly.
peace right
Peace,
there.
that's
You
right.
got a
Peace
day
and
or two there,
Peace and
Suzanne.
love and
how
light.
can people find you?
I have a website. It is boca-therapy.com, and actually I have a very small concierge practice because I like to be hands-on with my patients, and so I can be reached by my phone, which is 631-525-3646.
She's very calming, right? You
Yes.
do. She has so much to say. When I asked Noah, all right, I know she was on your show, but would you really recommend her? Because listen, we have shows all the time, right? Good, bad, and different. She said, absolutely, 100%. Yes, whoever that is needs to contact Suzanne.
Thank
That's
you.
right. And highly recommend it if you even if you think you don't. You know, a lot of people, they don't realize they need some help.
For sure.
And that's the one, you know, take a shot at it. And if you think you do, you're probably right. And if you think you don't, you're probably wrong.
Contact Suzanne. And Conscious Co-op is next Thursday, the 24th, at Farmer's Table. You can find information on your Facebook page. Conscious Co-op Luncheon is what it's titled. It's very easy to find.
And it sells out, so go on the website, yes, to
Yeah,
get
you
the
can
tickets.
sign up on my website, and you can join the Facebook group under Conscious Co-op.
And how much is it?
It's $27. That's it for the lunch. And
For the
it's-
luncheon.
Wonderful
Yes.
day.
It is.
It's
Yeah,
really
amazing.
I
special.
can't wait to go
It's
again.
amazing.
I've met so many interesting people in different fields that you never would normally meet. Her speakers are super.
Yeah,
Check
it's-
it out.
it's really
We-
And we're
special.
going to be there.
We knew half the people in that room, but I really didn't get to talk to them until that day. It was amazing. And the gentleman that we met with the book, we're going to try to do some business with
The
him.
missing
That's
piece.
awesome.
That's
Missing piece.
Humpty Dumpty is where this came from. Was
It's-
from
Yes.
Clive.
It's
It's
an
wonderful.
amazing, amazing concept. And again, you don't know it until you taste what the wine tastes like. And you got to come, you got to sort of join this thing and see it. You can't even describe it. People always ask me, well, what goes on? I can't describe. How do you
And it's more
describe
than
this thing?
networking.
There's-
It's really a group of healers coming together to really support each other in our community and goodness and love and light. We're going to take a quick break, 2 and 2,
Which is 4.
Which is 4. We'll be right back. 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Stay tuned and join us next week at Conscious.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye. What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy.
Well, salud. I'm loving it. Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Special podcast and join the conversation.
Cruise Planners, an American Express.
Do you find yourself asking, why am I doing this again? I feel stuck, or I can't get clarity. An Akashic Record consultation will give you unbiased guidance and insight to move past being stuck and move forward with ease. Akashic Records are your individualized thoughts, words, and actions from the spiritual world. An Akashic Record consultation pulls from the non-physical world of your past, present, and future. Contact Julie for your Akashic Records consultation. 561-945-1108. AskYourBook.com. Be in conscious alignment. That's 561-945-1108.
Yes, weekdays at 1 p.m. WNN. The Money Talk Radio Network is WSBR Boca Raton, W280DU Boca Raton, and W245BC Lauderdale
has a
Lakes.
tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano
If you have investments and are tired of watching your money disappear when the market goes down, then feel you're not making enough when it goes back up, do something and fix all that. Take an investment class at Online Trading Academy. They teach the smart way to trade stocks, options, futures, forex, even Bitcoin. You're taught in a classroom by pro traders who are certified, currently trade, and profitable. They show you what they do every day, how to pick the right investments, how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets, how to time the market, and how to limit the risk on all trades trades using a patented rules-based strategy taught only at Online Trading Academy. Call now for a pair of tickets to a free half-day class in Broward or Palm Beach to see if it's right for you. You'll also get a copy of the Wall Street Insider's Kit, packed with valuable trading ideas. Free. Call now. Online Trading Academy. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
In all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation.
Low libido, stiff joints, not sleeping well, got allergies, need to lose weight. If you want to feel better, please tune into my Health Talk Show, Sunday mornings at 10, the Dr. Bob Martin Show, on Talk 1470 WNN.
If
you suffer with diabetes, there's a 25% chance that you'll develop a foot ulcer that can lead to severe health consequences, including amputation. At the Sole Authority, at little or no cost, you can receive your very own therapeutic shoes and custom inserts. Medicare recipients are entitled to one pair of quality diabetic shoes and 3 custom inserts. Call the Sole Authority today, 954-597-7060.
Want to lower your rate and payments, get rid of mortgage insurance, or get cash out? Find out about your best refinance options by tuning into the Get Mortgage Fit radio show with Alex Michaels and Carrie Casey, Monday mornings from 10 to 11, where you'll learn everything you need to know about mortgage loans, today's rates, FHA, VA, and more. Call the Get Mortgage Fit show Monday mornings from 10 to 11 on WNN at 800-827-RATE, 800-827-RATE, or visit them online at newamericanfunding.com, NMLS 6606.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and
food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at essentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Essentialsnow.com.
7024. This is a most affordable. This is Alyssa, the Paint Girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl handles all makes, models, lease return repairs, and insurance claims. 7024. That's 954-691-7024. 7024. That's 954-691-7024.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Well, it's 1 o'clock, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. Open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier
and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco. Welcome to a... Are the microphones on?
Yes,
they are
now
not.
I hear you.
You hear me?
I hear you now. Mm-hmm.
There's no delay. She didn't have her headphones turned on. Unbelievable.
An oldie but a goodie, right?
Oldie but a goodie. And today is
testing on yours.
Today is Friday, and we are celebrating a day. I think of the mindset today.
Mindset, relationships, kind of just getting everyone through the weekend is what I think we need to do.
It's an interesting deal. And again, Noah has her event. Conscious Co-op on Wednesday?
Thursday, the 24th from 11:30 until 2 at Farmer's Table at the Wyndham Hotel in Boca Raton. It is growing, but sign up. You can sign up online at noahcrane.com. Also on her Facebook page at Conscious Co-op Luncheon. So it's easy to find. I think tickets are $27. Check it out. Now there's room for 100 people. Last month's got closed out at 65, and there was standing room only, literally. And this one, they took over the whole ballroom. There'll be I didn't even know vendors, 3 speakers, meditation, qigong, stand-up improv is going to be there. And Noah, if you know anything about her, you know you want to be there. And if you don't know anything about Noah and her group, you want to be there.
You want to be there to find out. Also, we want to announce that on Sunday we have a special event. One of the gang's members, Steve.
One of the gang members.
One of our New York gang members.
One of the Boys of New York.
Boys of New York. Steve-O is going to be at the
Wedding Expo at the Hilton on Okeechobee. So we'll be there as well, I believe, with our cameras. And
correct.
I don't know what we're doing.
Hopefully we will be. But it's a nice expo. I think it starts, what, 1 to 4?
I don't even know what time it is.
Yeah.
I'm on a need-to-know basis, and I guess I don't need to know till Sunday morning. So
it's
like, are you ready? I'm ready.
Contact Steve.
I know I have to get dressed and be there. I'm just not sure what time we're going to be there.
Is it weddingtalk.com? Do we have any information on this guy?
On Steve-O?
Yeah.
New York Sounds. You can find all the information there. But it's a wedding expo. I believe there's over 60 vendors that are going to be there. It's enormous. 400. I'm going to say brides because I don't know how many grooms are going, but that's not really fair because I think, as Suzanne said before, Suzanne walked out, men are very much a part of everything that's going on. So I'm sure there will be grooms there as well.
Yes.
You will have some company with you.
Yes. Well, so guys got to show up, of course. They got to be there, but that's an event that's happening on...
A lot of things going on
Sunday. And it's going to be bad weather this weekend, so I suggest...
Again. I'm really tired of the rain. I know it's a cleansing. I know we have to do it, but I'm tired of the rain.
I suggest you get a good book and some popcorn and enjoy the weather.
But just so you know, I'm glad it's not raining today because if we were raining on a 1 o'clock hour, we probably wouldn't have the pleasure of our guests joining us. So I'm glad we had some sunshine to get David and Nadine Kirby here with us today. We're going to do a recap of what's going on with Light It Up Green.
We are.
Welcome, David. I'm glad you can make it, and you don't have your aide with you. So I know, Nadine, you're doing all of this on your own, which cannot be easy.
Now, you know what we're going to do? I tell you what we'll do. We'll have...
John,
hold the mic for him, and then you can speak because we need to talk to you as well. So, John, just get up there and hold it on the opposite side.
Mind. You sure you don't mind?
He doesn't mind.
No, he doesn't.
I was about to say something.
So say something. I'm so sorry.
I was going to say thanks for having us back.
It is our pleasure. Your mom always keeps us up to date on what's going on, and I got a text or an email that said, I've got a lot to tell you about. Can we come back?
There's a lot.
So we said, of course, our home is always your home.
So let us chit-chat about what's going on.
Well, first, I just want to thank you guys for having us back on. And the Light It Up Green campaign is really getting started. I have I've gone through every state in the country for our proclamations to declare August Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Month. And I've been doing that for the last 4 years. And this is really, it's really going well. I can't believe how fast I zipped through all of the proclamations this year and how many that I've already gotten back.
Well, you were with us, in September, October? It's already been that many months since you've been here.
We weren't quite there yet. Like usually in around April or May, I start sending out the proclamations to each and every state. Because that's a yearly thing. It's not a...
What does that mean, proclamation?
Proclamation, basically, I should have brought a copy of it with me. But the proclamations are available on the Facebook page, which is Light It Up Green for MD. And I have 6 proclamations so far.
What do the proclamations say?
Proclamation basically is to educate the public about the different muscular dystrophies, and it has the whereas clauses. It's basically to declare August Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Month and to discuss the different things that muscular dystrophies affect all the involuntary muscles, like, you know, ALS. Everyone's heard of ALS. David happens to have Duchenne, which also affects all of his involuntary muscles, his breathing muscles, swallowing muscles, chewing muscles, smiling muscles, all the muscles that we take for granted.
I don't think people realize that muscular dystrophy encompasses so many neurological diseases.
Right. Yeah.
And Jerry Lewis and the telethon did a fantastic job of educating people on muscular dystrophy as a whole, but not even understanding that it encompasses so many neurological diseases.
Well, I think what happened is that all of these years we keep saying muscular dystrophy. So, because it's so easy to roll off the tongue, is muscular dystrophy. You don't necessarily, if I say he has Duchenne, they're like, what, who? They're like, they don't know.
Right.
But if I say ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, people are more in tune with that. ALS happens to have its own awareness month, and that is May.
And that's part of the muscular dystrophy umbrella,
It's part of, it's more of a motor neuron, which is still a neuromuscular disease. What David has is Duchenne, which is considered a muscular dystrophy. And there is about 9 of those. And then there's 43 neuromuscular diseases. And then you have all of these that interlap and interloop, because you can have a Duchenne Becker, you can have a Becker Duchenne, you can have any kind of anything with these diseases.
It's been an education, and I said that when you were here before. You get married and you have children. We all, right, we start this, Suzanne, you're shaking your head. And here you have a whole other educational awareness of what you needed to learn.
It puts a whole other dimension on your relationship, not just, you know, I mean, we're a team. We've gone through family therapy. We've done individual therapy when we were going through all the throes of what the Duchenne was doing to David and how it was affecting him, because it was affecting us.
Right.
So we had to, as a team, we had to tackle it, and we had to be that team. We had to be that family, because what happens is a lot of families don't stay together because of the strain that having a child with a disability puts on that relationship. And a lot of times usually it's dad that walks away, and I don't mean to make that a bad thing, but sometimes it's hard for a dad to accept. Mother, you've carried that child for 9 months. You know, there are some women that do walk away, but it happens.
Have you worked, Suzanne, have you worked with families in all of your years that have had different conflict? You just have to put the mic closer to your mouth.
Absolutely. And what happens is it either makes you stronger, and your I'm so happy for you that it makes you strong marriage.
Yeah.
In many cases, it really, you just don't have the ability to cope.
Right. Well, it throws you for a loop too. But the important thing is that David needed to have the coping skills that he needed to become a fully functioning adult in a society that it's I don't want to say that it's not as accommodating as we would love, and of course you can't expect everything to be, but you would like it to be.
Well, did you add therapy into the mix, David, to help you deal with as things changed in your life? Because you were diagnosed as a young child, and it has progressed along your lifetime.
Say whatever, it's fine.
Sorry,
just think about it. What did you used to do with Miss Beverly when you used to go and see her? And
just talk about what was bothering me.
Right.
And after a while, it made everything easier to deal with.
She gave you the tools to help you deal with everything.
Yeah.
Because you've gone through it, not only you, but as a whole family.
But as it progressed, I'm just like, it's what it is. Can't do anything about it right now.
It's a good attitude.
As long as I keep myself healthy, that's what matters.
And you look terrific. You look, and we saw you a couple months
ago. We've been able to put more weight on him.
I see that. You look great.
With his diet, we've changed his diet. We do, my husband is full into ketogenic. David, not so much. We're not doing ketogenic for David. But we do more of a paleo lifestyle, and that's nothing processed. And we have to keep him away from gluten, because gluten has been a big thing for him. As far as it blew up his belly, I mean, over the summer we had him in the hospital because he looked like he was 9 months pregnant. It was awful.
We talk about your group of conscious co-op healers, and we always think of it as healers as professionals.
Yeah, but food is healing.
But I'm thinking moms, dads, those family caretakers. You are a healer in your family's domain, and this is what you do. So,
well, we've learned. I've learned a lot, and I don't think I ever stop learning. I think I'm always growing, I guess, as a person, and I have the Light It Up Green campaign, and I started it with nothing more than an idea.
Well,
and
I said fairy dust a while back.
Fairy dust helped me get it started.
I have some of that for you. I'll be more
does.
than
I was
happy
going
to
to say,
share.
you say that to Dawn, she'll have some fairy dust
really?
for you.
I've got some for you right there.
Exactly.
How long ago did you start this Light It Up Green?
I started Light It Up Green in 2014.
So not that long ago.
No, and it's morphed and it's grown, and it's not just about proclamations, it's about lighting landmarks. And we started out in 2015, we added a lighting component because I felt like a proclamation is a piece of paper, and we need to take this a step further, and we need to make it bigger, and bigger than life, bigger than any of this. And we did. We started out with 5 lightings in 2015. Then we went to 16 lightings around the United States. Then we added, last year, I'm going to fast forward to 2017, where we had 62 landmarks that lit up around the United States and Canada. This year, I'm happy to say we are triple. We have triple those numbers. We've added even more places. We have almost every single lightings in almost every single state in the country. We have Canada. I have the CN Tower, if anybody's familiar with Canada at all. We have the CN Tower. We have the Calgary Tower. We have the BC Place Stadium. We're not just lighting buildings, we're lighting stadiums. It's getting bigger and bigger. We have places in Australia, the UK, and Ireland this year.
For August.
For August.
And you do all this on your own?
Well, I have one person that works with me. She primarily handles the lightings, but I also handle the lightings, the proclamations, and all the social media.
You don't even have a board, it's 2 of you.
Well, because Light It Up Green's not a 501(c)(3). I haven't morphed into that yet. I will, probably when I retire, because I'm working full time, and David and the house, and just, you got a lot of balls in the air, so to speak. Well, we do. A lot of balls in the air, there is. But I'm happy to be able to do it. Recently, we just were able to help a mother, because I'm involved with the Muscular Dystrophy Association on a national and international level. And I am working with our local, and we just helped a mom who was primarily Spanish speaking, and she really needed some help for her son. And now he's going to be able to go to camp this summer. It's going to be 5 days up in Orlando with all the rest of the kids just like him. Unfortunately, David's too old for camp now, but he did go to camp. And this kid is going to have the time of his life, because right now he's depressed. He has no friends. The mom doesn't know what to do. So we've empowered her by giving her all this information, and we gave it to her in Spanish, so now she knows. You know, it's in her own language. She speaks English and everything, but I felt like she needed to really understand it. And speaking in your native language, and you speak it and you write it, that's the best way to get it home, you know?
It makes a big difference.
And she's very happy, and, you know, it's just...
I have to say I'm in awe of you.
Well, thank you.
No, really, the fact that you took the situation and turned it, you became an expert, you're so helpful, you're helping other people, like...
I learned that from him. He taught me, he gave me all the tools I needed to do.
So as a team, all of you really need to be admired. It's incredible.
You guys are an inspiration. You are pretty awesome. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I want to hear all about David's new room that he's a whole electronic audio video room you got. We'll hear more about that. 888-565-1470, and we will be right back.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves.
In the App Store on any
Calibrations
smartphone,
designed
a
to
simple
affect
download
taste.
that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light
Hydration,
photons and sound waves.
absorption, Calibrations designed to affect most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Hydration, absorption, and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Make your smartphone really
Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it. Go to
At
www.vitalizerapp.com
Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today. 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With vCard Global,
I got a
your
guy.
contacts
You need
are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. vCard is the ultimate marketing
Business
tool.
cards or brochures
No more printing
again.
cards or brochures.
vCard is the ultimate
vCard fits
marketing
in the
tool.
palm of your hand.
No
and
more
is
printing
always
cards or
with you.
brochures.
vCard
vCard fits
is a
in the
powerful
palm of your
networking
hand
tool
and is
that
always
virtually
with
promotes
you.
sharing
vCard
and
is a
builds
powerful
referrals for your
networking
business.
tool that virtually
vCard
promotes
Global,
sharing
the virtual
and builds
business
referrals for
card.
your business.
Hold your business in the
vCard
palm
Global,
of your hand.
the virtual
Contact
business
Jennifer
card.
at
Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at
the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy.
The world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy. JENNG.vcardinfo.com.
I got a guy.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time. And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
And do you know what this section of the show, who is brought to you by?
It is brought to us by whom?
You tell me?
Pink Girl.
That's right.
Pink Girl Auto. She is a concierge service to you.
Concierge?
Concierge.
Concierge?
Concierge.
Concierge.
Got it?
Who's the Puerto Rican here?
Not me.
You sound more Puerto Rican every day.
Concierge service. If you are in need of getting your car repaired from an auto accident, contact her at pinkgirlauto.com. Also, you can find her at 954-691-7024.
And she'll pick up your car, get it fixed, and bring it back to you. How many people you know will do that?
And bill it through insurance if you need to do that as well. So easy peasy. People, everyone wants that car that you have on there. They all want to have their car painted like the Pink Girl.
That's right. Now, do you know, I found that picture of her.
It looks like her.
It looks like her. It's not her.
Alyssa Smith. So
It
you
looks
can
like
contact her, pinkgirlauto.com. John, you got a break on your arm there?
Yeah.
We've
You
got
sure
David.
you're okay?
He lifts weights.
We got David and Nadine Kirby with us. We're talking about Light It Up Green, and Suzanne Wachtel and Noah Crane are still with us, and Monica, our Spanish-speaking new host, joining us. So you talk Spanish, and she walks.
And she walks, right?
You
know, I had...
Call her Mina Mina.
I had... Mina Mina.
Mina Mina.
And they were going to play that song yesterday. You know, I had an idea.
Uh-oh.
We saw a Chevy, a pickup Chevy.
And it happens to be green.
It happens to be green, right? So I'm thinking, things are occurring in my brain as we speak.
Again.
So what I want to do is I want to put a Brooklyn Cafe set on the back of that truck with chairs. And then when you park it in front of a gig that we do, it has steps, and you walk on and you take pictures and the whole 9 yards. It's a Brooklyn Cafe. But I'm thinking that we can also, because it's green, we can get companies to put their logo, like they do with the racing cars, all over the car. And we can donate money to Light It Up Green.
I think he needs a green lightsaber is what I think.
Yeah.
Wait, and you like that?
Just so you know,
biggest fan.
just so you know, any money that's donated to Light It Up Green does go to MDA, because the purpose of Light It Up Green, it's a campaign, but the purpose of it is to get as much money donated to MDA as possible, because they do summer camp, they do clinics all over the United States and the world. They really are a really helpful organization, and it's who we started with very early on. When David was diagnosed at 3.5, by the time he was 4, we were doing a muscular dystrophy walkathon.
And everything you do, because you're not a 501c3, goes to MDA.
Who is a 501c3?
But think about it. Think all of your efforts. You're in over 180 Light It Up. If you're saying 3 times the 60, so I'm not big on math, but I can round up numbers.
Yeah.
180 lightings in August. Thus far, we're only in May.
Right now.
And all of the money that comes forward to Light It Up Green, everything that David and you do, all goes to MDA.
Right. And on my website, if you go on my website, which is lightitupgreen4md.com, when you go on there, there is actually a link, and you click on that link, and you're able to go, and you're able to donate through the Light It Up Green campaign with the money going directly to MDA. It's linked right into MDA's website, and it goes right there, so you know when you're making your donation that's where it goes.
And I keep looking at David. You look so great.
You gotta talk into the mic.
I'm talking
No,
into
you're
my mic.
going into the stratosphere.
Oh, sorry. David looks so great. And, you know, I never want to say to someone it looks good that you put on weight, but it looks really good that you put on weight.
He
you
needed
look
to.
so terrific.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
That's
but
okay.
You look fantastic.
Well, thank you.
A lot of things don't bother me. It's okay.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, more awake.
More awake.
Which is good.
Diet.
Yeah.
Okay, so the boys in New York and the girls in New York, we have the guys and dolls.
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm going to do. We get to each pick a charity, which is going to be put into a hat, and then that's the one, whatever gig we do on the outside, is the one we do for that gig. Is the money is raised for there, and everybody there's 11 of us, so you never know when it's going to be.
Which is amazing. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, when it's my turn to pick the charity, I'm going to put the name for yours, and hopefully at the moment, whoever picks this charity, I want you to meet us at the gig.
Sure.
And the
We
reason,
can do that.
And the reason I want to do that is because I think that part of what the messages that with the guys and girls that we're trying to put out there is a visual art, like you can see Facebook.
Well, you have to put a face on it. You have to definitely have someone like David that's not afraid to be at events, and we come out. We do a number of events all the time, MDA events all the time.
Well, last one we did was the golf tournament, the Ed Morse golf tournament.
Yeah, the Ed Morse Golf Classic, which they raised almost $250,000, which was absolutely
all went to
unreal.
MDA?
All went to MDA.
Wow.
Every year. They've been doing it for 24 years.
And when you were here last time, you were in the process of revamping your bedroom to video, correct? Not audio.
Not video, but audio.
Audio. There you go. Voice activation. Yeah, I'm so not technical.
That's all right.
We got it to work, but we're having a little issue right now.
Yeah, it's all trial and error.
Welcome to our world.
It's the way the commands are written. Because you have to go in there and write them. It's the way Google's writing the code, it's screwing it up.
What did your room do when it was working?
Go change the channel. I can change the volume. No, I just have an issue with that, but it works. On and off. Change the channel, pretty much.
All on voice command.
Make the guide work.
And is that different than these home Alexas and Google, what you have set up?
Well, Alexa can't do what Google can do.
Oh, can't do it.
With the voice activation, certain things it can't do.
Well, David, what do you say to Alexa? I'm not Alexa. What do you
Google?
say to? I'm saying Alexa. What do you say to Google when you want her to change the channel? What are the commands that you have to give her?
Well, I have to give her a log command. It's like tell Harvey to turn on the channel Discovery channel.
Or whatever channel you want.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would think there would be resources, and anyone who's listening or watching that has resources to help with voice-activated rooms for people that need it, there has to be.
The Google and Logitech, they have a
tech support
website.
They do.
I know, I'm thinking bigger. All right, 888-565-1470. I'm thinking bigger. There has to be a company that exists within our viewing, listening audience.
I mean, how we ended up getting to...
That will help do this for you.
Microsoft is rolling out a controller this year.
Yeah, Microsoft is rolling out a controller for the Xbox?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a handicap accessible controller, which is
like,
fantastic. With
like
what we've been waiting for a long time.
20 ports on it for different attachable devices.
Yep.
Like the tube where you have to blow into it.
Yeah, it's a sip. Like
sip
if
and
you ever
puff,
seen
like a
anybody
wheelchair?
sip and puff, like operating wheelchair. You can operate just about anything. So yeah,
It's incredible. Really amazing.
It almost looks like a DJ board.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
And what are you doing most days?
They don't look at me. I'm at work.
Mom's at work. What are you doing? Mom's at work. Watching television?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
He's YouTubing a lot of stuff.
Do you have yourself on video doing anything in your room or any of the voice activation?
We could.
On YouTube?
No.
We need to set up a camera for you so you can put yourself on YouTube discussing how you're changing your room around.
Exactly.
And then you become more of the face of Light It Up Green, and they see everything you've accomplished and achieved in your room, and they're watching you.
And then you give people the inspiration to do more like you. I mean,
I'm planning on upgrading my TV in a couple of years because they have the Google thing built into the TVs now.
Right.
Yes.
The assistant.
Well, just like you do on your phone, you say, okay, Google, and you ask her for directions, and you ask her whatever. It's the same thing, only we have Google Home, and we have Google Chromecast, and we have the Logitech Harmony Hub, and all these things work in tandem, and it's just a matter of every time something's updating, it's like almost starting over again. So it's trial and error.
And there's Google Keys and everything else, so you can turn your TV into a smart TV and all that stuff.
A lot of stuff right now.
It could be also an application that is personalized. A lot of people can work with the application that could have all of that
on the app.
Just for him.
That's what we're doing.
A lot of people can be benefited.
Yep. Well, there's the app. When you get Google Home and everything, there is the app.
And I found out that Google has a lot of disabled people working for them.
Yes.
Hello, David. You should be working for them.
They have a guy that's paralyzed.
You should ask.
He should work for them. I'm telling you.
You should send in a video request.
Designed an app for blind people.
And I think they have a whole area for those that are on the autistic spectrum as well, because everyone thinks differently, and they get into a whole different mindset.
Kids with autism are extraordinarily brilliant. They really, really are.
Brilliant in a different way.
They're brilliant just in a different way. Exactly.
We haven't caught up. That's what it comes down to.
We're not up to their level yet. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
And a lot of our kids can have, like David, be on the autism spectrum as well.
And it's interesting, she was talking, Monica, before you got here, about somebody who they gave information to in Spanish.
Yes.
And Monica is...
Yeah.
Monica's actually going to start a show on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock directed towards Hispanic...
That's amazing.
Hispanic society.
That's amazing. That'll work. We have a lot of, this mom, I'm so excited for the kid, just to put a smile on his face, just to send him to camp, just to make sure, and not only that, I advocate educationally wise as well. So it took 3 of us. It was 3 women, another mother, well actually 3 of us are mothers. One works for MDA, which is Muscular Dystrophy Association. Me, myself, I do Light Up Green, and she's an advocate in her own way, the other mom. But she's acting as a mom in this instance. And redoing the kid's IEP, which is his educational plan, and helping him to get all the things that he's entitled to as a kid with a disability. So we're working towards that. So it should be, I think it's really going to turn life around for this kid.
And how old is he?
It really is. He's like 14, the kid.
And it took until you finding them that they weren't getting the research.
What happened was, well, see, things happen, but they are way further south.
Okay.
It's not like I know them.
No, I mean, all of the resources that are in our system, they weren't getting
but
them?
a lot of times, but a lot of times families don't know where to go.
I'm going to tell you.
They don't know.
Language.
They don't know.
Feel
Exactly.
That they can look for this
Right.
information because the language.
Well, we hooked her up with a bunch of moms that speak Spanish, and their kids have disabilities, just like David, whether it's Duchenne or CMT or a limb girdle or whatever it is, doesn't matter.
I'm going to tell you, even the Haitian culture has more information given to them, more opportunities given to them.
Yes and no.
Well, I can tell you a gentleman that I've worked with for almost 10 years. And if you turn that station on, he is constantly 7 days a week giving out information. But if you go to the Hispanic stations, they don't give out information. What they do is they do telenovelas.
Music.
They do all sorts of reggaeton music. It is entertainment.
Yeah, it's not so much education.
It's not
it needs to
education
change.
and
Definitely,
information.
you may be that change.
Yeah.
You are that change.
But it goes to show you,
Yeah.
Dawn, it goes to show you the lack of.
It
In
shows
many
me the
fields,
lack
not
of-
I
just
just
this
feel
one.
like when we connect with each other, and this came to me via the other mother, and she said, look, I need your help because this kid has Duchenne, and I don't know enough about Duchenne. I need you to tell me whatever. And we went over the whole list, and then she went and sat with the mother, and they went through the whole list, and they're going to the school, and they're calling a meeting, and now they know what their rights are, and this is going to be really
But you know what I love again?
life-changing.
How our studio comes as it
Yep.
should, because here
Yep.
you sit and talk about the Latin
Yep.
community with someone,
Yep.
and we needed to meet you, and in
Yes.
you walk, not even knowing,
Exactly.
and you had just said the other day, what am I going to do on my platform? Like, you have this idea, and you have so many amazing ideas, but now here you sit with all understanding the complexities and why what you're going to do is so powerful, Monica, and a Latin show.
And she's been, I think you've been here 4 days this week, right?
I have every day.
And
Yesterday she was running a board.
Well, every day that you come, there's another level that's
What do you
given
got to say?
in that division.
Anything?
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing? Okay.
But the medical, and there's a ton. There's Alzheimer's. We talked about Alzheimer's. I have my aunt in Puerto Rico, and I'm going to tell you the way they treat it over there is so different from here. I didn't even know
In a
about
good way or a bad way?
It's horrible. They give
I'm
you a sandwich
sorry.
and television.
I'm sorry.
That's the way they treat it.
Yeah.
And my cousin, Juji, yes, his mother has it. Mencia, which was like my second mom. And it's horrible. And I didn't even know about half the things that I've learned about the medical community here, about homes, and there are people that come to your house to take care of you. Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that.
We used to joke about it. He said in the Latin culture, we give him a sandwich and put him in front of the TV and say, go. I said in the Jewish religion, we put him to somebody else's home and there's 80 people surrounding them to take care of them because
Right.
we can't. But you embrace everyone at homes in Latin culture. We send them to, except Noah. Noah took them into her home. And Noah, again, is one of those special, incredible people that does that. But it's not easy.
No, it's not. And then they think that the Hispanic is the one that it doesn't have papers. I mean, there's a bunch of people that is legal here, has been living for years.
Exactly.
But they don't have the tools. They don't have the
Yeah, but they don't
language.
know about, a lot of people don't know about the resources, and that's, the resources are very vast. And I've learned in the muscular dystrophy community that, you know, it's not just about the person, the physical, it's about the medical, it's about the education, it's about educating other people in your community,
Right.
it's about educating the medical professionals that don't know enough about, whether it's Alzheimer's, whether it's a Duchenne muscular dystrophy, they don't know enough. And if I walk into a hospital and I know more about that Duchenne, and they're trying to take that thing off his face, and I'm like, no, that's his ventilator, they want to give him oxygen, I'm like, no, you got to do a blood gas. Well, why do we need to do a blood gas? Well, because you cut off his hypoxic drive, and he'll be on a ventilator for the rest of his life.
You see, but I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
You're fortunate enough to be able to have the conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
The people that we know
Right.
don't even. They're so. They say, "Listen, you, my language, I know can communicate," and all of a sudden that becomes a hitch and an excuse to get the education because you're afraid to ask the question.
I tell everybody, educate yourself. Learn as much as you can. I don't care what language you speak. Learn as much as you can. And, you know, there are people that will translate for you. There are people that will do it for you. There are advocates in the hospital. If your child is in Joe DiMaggio, wonderful hospital, by the way. They really go out of their way for kids. Doesn't matter. You know,
or the phone translates for them.
Or the phone translate, but the phone translate, that's for,
Hearing impaired?
Google Translate. That's the other thing.
Yeah, we met those people that have
Google
Translate.
Translate.
You're right, and it's great to be able to have those
But what you're
opportunities.
saying is not enough.
But
Yeah.
The Latin community doesn't know it.
You're hiding. You know, a lot of our gente, they hide from the education for a number of reasons.
You'd be surprised how many families hide because their kid has muscular dystrophy.
Absolutely.
They absolutely put themselves in a cave, and they don't want to come out, and they don't want to associate, and they don't want to know, and they don't want to do, and they just don't want to.
But the bottom line
They're
here is that
terrified.
when you get hit in the face with this kind of
Absolutely.
challenge,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you either fight
Yep.
Or you run.
Well, you cry your eyes out. You figure out what you're going to do next. What's your next move? I was just talking to a parent this morning who felt like, my kid is progressing. What am I going to do? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, you're not there yet, but you're getting there. You're becoming the person that you're going to be. And you're becoming the person that they need you to be. And she has two. I have one. She has two boys, little boys.
And
it's
they both have muscular dystrophy?
They both have Duchenne.
Wow.
That's that has to be the genetic component.
Which I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But I know with David has it because I carry it. So it's 50% that I passed it on to him. Think about how that was, carrying around that guilt. And carrying that for a long time.
But
for
you're
a long
strong
time.
now. You are so strong.
Some days I feel like I can conquer the world, and there are other days where I just want to run and hide sometimes.
But something, me too. There are days that there ain't a rock big enough for me to run and hide.
But also being empowered as far as diabetes as well.
But I decided that if it's going to take me, it's going to take me. But I'm going to fight it until the very end. I'm going to educate as much as I can.
Yeah.
I try a lot of things. I'm doing, Carmen Laser, Leslie Carmen. Carmen is like two people in my life.
Carmen Care Laser,
And we're using laser therapy. And something we're going to have, we're going to start next week. We're going to have her on the air. We're going to start a journal so you can check out what's going on with that. But all of this stuff, I've decided I'm not going to run no more. You know why? Because
you can't
running,
run. You got to stand and fight it. You
running,
really do.
You can't,
and that's what I decided with the show.
That's right. You can't fight it from your back. You got to sort of face and move on and go. And the biggest dilemma in your life, which I can believe for, is the day that he's not feeling up. And you got to carry that weight.
When he's not good, we feel like we're not good. And if he's in the hospital, then we're feeling it. It's always that way.
So I'm so happy to see you strong. I want to take a commercial break, and I also want to give a shout out to Karen, because I want to make sure we get that in. Karen, we will miss you. I know it's the next step on your journey, but we all miss you. We're going to miss you. Enjoy retirement and whatever that comes to be.
Hey, listen, gone but not forgotten. Make sure you
stay and come visit us. We're going
right.
to tune you into the cafe on Facebook, so you can't forget us.
That's right.
We're going to go to commercial, and we will be right back. 888-565-1470.
Are you ready? Does your family have an emergency preparedness plan? BeBetterPrepared.info is an affordable way to prepare yourself and your family for the worst. Stock up with emergency gear and the knowledge you need to be ready in case of an emergency. From first aid, safe water supplies to shelter, BeBetterPrepared.info is a convenient way to quickly stock up on survival and handling gear at an affordable pre-packaged price. Order Elite Ready Pack to get started. No matter what the situation, go to BeBetterPrepared.info and you will be prepared if disaster strikes or for your camping needs.
Go to BeBetterPrepared.info and you will be prepared if disaster strikes or for your camping needs.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time.
Now. Boy, you missed that all the time. Yes.
You're so busy on your phone over there. Don't people know you're on air for 2 hours a day?
Apparently they don't.
Well, tell them. He's on air every day from 12 to 2. Don't text him. Or don't answer them. They're boundaries.
Right. Those are my gente. I got to say hello. Everybody's saying hi.
So say hi, blanket hi.
Listen, this segment of the show is
brought to you by
Crunchy Makeup.
I have to tell you, I have switched my makeup line, and I love it.
I have to tell you,
so simple,
I have written to Crunchy, I want to do a male makeup line.
You know why? And I try, I'm telling you, I am like the princess in the pea. And if I can have a reaction to anything, whether I find a pebble on the street, an allergic reaction to a peanut, a makeup line, you name it, it happens.
That's
so
right.
I start slowly. And I've been able to use Crunchy successfully for 2 weeks now.
And it looks softer
stays on
you.
you. Like I said, softer. It doesn't fall in my creases on my eyes and everything else. It's toxic free. It's fragrance free. Everything is safe for your face, and you're not putting toxins back in. We say from moms to models. So for moms that are out and about doing what they do, yoga moms, full-time moms, or even Karen Turk, who's Mrs. USA, Mrs. Florida, sorry, Mrs. USA coming. Mrs. Florida 2016 for her, from moms to models. She's in movies, and she too uses the Crunchy line.
Yes.
So check it out at crunchy.com with an I, /Liz Sant, or you can also give Liz a call at 703-509-2592. Get your Crunchy.
Get your Crunchy on.
Get your Crunchy on, and there's 6 shades, so there's a shade that they can shade match to your skin type as well.
That's right. All right, good.
David, get your Crunchy. Were you in my head?
Yes.
How did you do that? Because I was just thinking
that lady that you had, that you brought here, what was her name?
Which one?
The brain lady.
Judy Herman?
Yes.
Brain teasers?
Brain teasers.
I think it would be so much fun to do brain
My
teasers
gosh,
with
she
you.
was in my head. She was scratching the back and scratching the front. We could have a lot of fun with that lady.
I think it would be a lot of fun. I met her through Pam Polani. I meet a lot of people through the Brain Bowl with Pam Polani. Alzheimer's, she's putting the 3 Alzheimer's organizations and Parkinson's next year on April 12th together, which will be an amazing event. And I've been talking to Judy and she said, I need to come see what you do first. And because Suzanne was a little late, we put her on the set. But imagine bringing brain teasers to our New York gang.
Hey, gang, we're going to bring the brain teasers. We're going to need a lot more chairs.
What's up, Dan? He's got a whole group
How are
of
you,
people
Dan?
coming behind him.
No,
Hey,
it's
man.
not. His name is no longer Dan.
It's not Sicilian.
It's the Sicilian way. The Sicilian way. The Sicilian way. Yeah, madame.
We got Sicilian, we got Mana on set with us. But Monica, I think maybe we found your calling of the bridge. You can be the bridge between the American Latino community and the Latino community and what's out there as far as resources. Because you are now a public figure, and you will be on 95.3, 1470, all of the live streaming channels to help share a voice for people that don't know where to find the information. I think that's just incredible.
And that's aligned with my purpose. I'm the bridge all the time.
Well, you have the purpose now.
Well, I always have a purpose.
Today we have a purpose.
You just don't know her purpose, but she has one.
I don't know. This lady's scary. Okay, people are also commenting about your shirt.
They like my shirt?
They like your shirt?
Yeah, it is the new design. I can stand up and show you. You could actually see.
Light it up green.
Light it
up green for muscular dystrophy. Inside the heart, there are all the acronyms for all the different types of neuromuscular and muscular diseases that are out there. That was my designer brought my idea to life. And with the words that jump out are hope and cure and love and muscular dystrophy and all those things rolled into one. And the shirts have been selling really, really well. If I have to mail them, they're $25. If you're here and you want to buy one and you give me $20, the shirt is yours.
And how can they contact you?
You can contact me via the Facebook page. It's Light It Up Green for MD. or you can contact me via the website. I really prefer Facebook because it's so much easier and so much more personable, and you can just message me and like the page and see what we're doing.
You have one here going on,
What?
right?
Ah.
She wants the one already, see?
She sold your shirt.
Shirt sold.
Yeah.
She sold your shirt.
It'll even be better on Noah than on me, for sure.
Actually, these are for you guys, and we'll take care of that. But I am having an event this Sunday, and it's at Boynton Beach Painting with a Twist. And it's right there just north of Gateway Boulevard, near the LA Fitness over there. It's kind of like tucked in the corner. We're doing that, and it's raising money for MDA. And so far, we have about 20 people that are going. We have as many as 40 spots or 60 spots available from 2 to 4 this Sunday, May 20th, 2 to 4 p.m. And it should be fun. You all should come out. I bought some food and have some. I bought some bottles of wine, and
Can't
we
beat
can paint
that. Food,
with a
wine, and
twist.
painting.
Yes.
And you have all of these resources, which MDA.org, Shriners Hospital, patient referrals, had someone's mic next to their phone maybe, or the battery just died. Joe DiMaggio, Coalition for Independent Living and Vocational Rehab, RehabWorks, CeLo.org. Let's put all of that on someone's website.
And what I want to do also is I want to put a clipboard with a shirt on it so that if people come to the set and they want to buy, they put their name, we'll collect the money, name and address and stuff, and that way you can get it out to them. I think it'd be kind of cool.
My T-shirts will be available this weekend at the event to sell, and then I have to probably order more because I'm selling out of them so fast.
That's fantastic.
Which is great. The more money
Well,
we sell,
we got a
the
guy.
more money we make.
If you need somebody who needs it, we got a guy who does
We got a
some-
guy.
We got a guy. Hey, what was we got a guy's nickname?
I got a guy?
Yeah.
I got a guy.
3Gs.
Yeah, I got a guy.
3Gs. I could not remember 3Gs.
3Gs, but we can get you a virtual card for Light It Up Green, and then anyone who wants your information, you can just always, if no, it's a virtual card, you just send it to them on your phone.
Yes, I can.
And you can
it'll
save
be
money
great.
on business cards. You can only give those out when you have
Right.
to.
Which will be fantastic.
I agree. I
David,
am also, I'm sorry.
What else you have for us?
Save trees. I'm also starting a support group. One of the moms called me up and said, I don't know what to do. Like, we need to be able to sit down and talk with each other and stuff. And I said, sure. And they're like, how do we do it? I'm like, just start a support group. Just say, we're going to meet at this day, at this time. We're starting it at my house. And then eventually I think what we're going to do is we're going to morph it into maybe a restaurant or something where we can go and have the room and have people just come and we can just talk about stuff and share resources and education and medical and just everything that we can do.
You can do a meetup if you want.
You can.
Build the
Yeah.
Does everything you do start with an M?
Yes.
A meetup.
Meetup, Monica, Marcella, Eminem.
Mexican.
Mexican.
My daughter is Emma, double M.
I'm
And
telling
she
you.
like Eminem and
Everything you come up with is an M. That's why I call her Menomina, because there's more than double M's. It's Menomina.
That's her nickname.
She's Menomina.
You know, the funny thing is that Monday she says, well, what kind of show am I putting together? She's been here almost all week.
Every day.
And every day she has another theme added onto her repertoire.
But it gives you ideas and it gives you inspiration and it can always, like, you have to change it because people, they get bored. Like I said, I had to change the direction that we were doing with the T-shirts because it was just it just wasn't good. I wanted something that was better. So now here we are with the shirt.
And Monica, I know you had a meeting this morning with one of our other clients, and she's very excited. She's doing 6 weeks with you on the Akashic Records reading.
Yes.
She's very excited. I said, can we do it on air? She says, oh, no, it's way too personal. But I can't wait to hear after the fact
Oh, we need to hear about that.
what you're doing. And she's even really sick. She goes, I'm really sick, but I'm taking my antibiotics because I have to go see Monica for my Akashic Records meeting again. She's so excited.
Yeah, we did it.
And what do you do with the Akashic Records?
It could be a Skype. It's a session. It's a session.
I'm sorry, I didn't have the mic. It doesn't look so good. Look at me like this.
It is an online session. They can
Her
be
mic
in
is
their
bad.
house and they can meet me. And it doesn't matter the time. We set the time every week for 6 weeks. So it depends. It's personal. So it has to be personalized. Personalized is it? Yeah.
Which is amazing. So you look at people's records, the records that are written from their past,
Well,
their
I
lives,
use all
their
my
intention.
skills. I have like more than 6 techniques, plus the Akashics, plus the life coach and the spiritual coaching certification, and the experience with people. I was mentored, so I use all the tools.
Your
The
show is going to
meditation
be amazing. What's the name of it? Do we know yet?
Yes.
It's Latin storytellers.
Latin storytellers.
And Spanish, Historias Latinas.
Latinas.
Tuesdays at 7, and that's starting next week. You're going to be doing a show, and then starting in June, correct? Which will be amazing. So you can be a great bridge conduit for so many resources in our community that need to reach the Latin community. Yes. Isn't that amazing?
Listen, we got a couple of minutes. What a week we had, huh? I mean, it's funny because the week before, she says we have nobody for next week.
Right.
I'm exhausted. I need like a vacation from this week.
It's been a busy week.
This is the smallest group we've had all week.
Yeah,
it's just
I've been watching.
And
it's been nuts.
Even when I'm at work, I'm trying to like say, oh, what are they doing today?
And then we're
Let me see
throwing
what
in
they're
laser
doing. Let me click like.
And detoxing and conscious co-op and M&Ms and meetings, and it just grows.
I mean, but it was just the wildest week in so many different directions.
But I'm so happy, and I'm really grateful, Nadine, that when you reached out to us, oh gosh, I don't even know, 6-8 months ago, you said, I have something I want to share, that we have this platform, Freddy,
for muscular dystrophy awareness.
That we have created, that people feel comfortable enough to contact us and say, can I work with you? Can I share this with you? I have information.
Well, I just felt like I needed to get it out there, and a lot of times what happens is things present themselves. And I think there's no coincidences. I think God puts those things in your path. And I don't go to church or anything, but I believe very much in the universe, and I believe in all the energy, and I believe that everything that you put forth will come back. And the Light It Up Green thing is my thing, and it's morphed, and I'm learning, and I'm growing, and it's growing.
Check it out, Light It Up Green for MD on Facebook. Also contact us, Triple M, Phenomena, Noah Crane, Conscious Co-op. Thank you, David, Nadine, everyone, Nick on board. Karen, we will miss you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you Monday. Same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Health and Vitamin Concepts can help balance you through an innovative, non-invasive biomeridian assessment that measures the energetic properties of your body and naturally corrects the imbalances. Offering a complete thyroid, hormone, and nutritional profile, Health and Vitamin Concepts identifies